Hello, Mason. Long time no see. Let's get to the main page here. So wait on Vasco, but I'm pretty sure she will be here any moment now. Ten four. Let's go back to intermission. Oops, that did nothing. All right, awesome. Vasco is online. Hey, Vasco, how you doing? Let's get you guys a seed. Your seed is Bravo 8, 34, Delta 9. Bravo 8, 34, Delta 9. Yeah, that's fine. Oop. For the love of biscuits, please. And Vasco is offline. So come back. And we're back in business. Man, I find bunkers that I'm looking at Vasco's stats, and according to her stats, she's gotten 15 600Ks plus. That's pretty impressive. I've only gotten 3, 4 technically. Let's make sure the seats are correct here. Bravo 8, 34, Delta 9. And I can't read Vasco's. That's fine. That's fine. We got ready from both players. Let's get started for game number 1. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Here we got a J, an S, and a Z. Let's see if Vasco falls through J, L, J, Z. Alright, piece sets confirmed. And the players are off. Manson starting off with the long bar dependency. Going to try to burn it away. Fortunately, going to add more weight. I'm going to be refreshing one of these players here. Please continue. Manson is in digging mode. Misplacement of the T is going to create further complications for Manson. And Manson's going to top out at 17,000 with a score of 117. Vasco, you're good for game number 1. GG's. Correct. Got a read from Manson. We got it ready from Vasco. Let's get started. Game number 2 of set number 1. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. L, Z, L. L, Z, L. Same piece that's confirmed. Manson, Tetris ready. Long bar. Not coming just yet from Manson. Finally does, and Tetris from Manson. 26. Vasco should be seeing a long bar soon. Does, and she gets a Tetris. Gets 2 Tetrises. 45. Only behind by Manson by only a couple thousand. Nice adjustment for the L for Vasco. Throwing long bars to the far right. That's so weird to say. L dependent Vasco, but couldn't get the L in time. She's going to be burning. There's a couple of solutions for that hole in Vasco's left side of the board. However, a couple misdrops is going to put Vasco in a very dangerous situation. But she's recovering, is currently long bar dependent. Two long bar dependencies. This is not looking good for Vasco. Vasco is going to be topping out 106. Manson, you're good for game number 2. GG's. We are in a tight set. Looks like Manson was topping out as well. Rough beginning for both of these players, but there's plenty of game to go. Now, instead of it being a best of 5, is now a best of 3. Got it ready from Manson, got it ready from Vasco. Let's get started. Game number 3. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both of them building. Very curious how Vasco adopted a left wall strategy. What convinced her that this, or what is it about a left wall strategy? What is it about the strategy that it is like? Why is this strategy more comfortable for her versus what you would typically see as right wall strategies, which for the most of the Tetris community, that's pretty much standard. Undershift the T for Vasco. Going to take a safety triple on a Tetris. Going to bring her up to 85. Manson is halfway up through the board and is digging. Misdrop placement of the multiple pieces is going to lead to another top out. Another early one for Manson. Topping out at 75. Vasco, you're good for game number 3. GG's. It is match points in Vasco's favor. It's a tight one so far. Let's see if Manson can force a decider. Three, two, one, Tetris. Left wall obviously superior. Yeah, I feel like there are benefits to a left wall strategy. It's just we just don't see that. And because the way the game is designed, where it favors the right side, you just don't see a lot of people doing it. And I'm really curious to see how far Vasco can go with this strategy. Will Vasco well, I'm really curious to see what Vasco's plans are when it comes to her Tetris career. How far does she want to go? And based on that, what will the strategy change once you get to division? Even division 5 or division 4, or any CTL division really. So Manson in a bit of trouble here. The top out, we have Manson topping out at 33. So Vasco, you're good for game number 4 in the set. GG's. Unfortunate, but there's still another set. Do you guys want a new seed or do you want to just increment? Oh yeah, that is a feature, yeah. That's up to you guys. Yeah, that's fine. We got it ready from Vasco. Oh, let's reset the scores before I forget. Got a 0 for both players. We got it ready from both players. Let's get started for set number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I've been keeping an eye on my internet and how well it's handling the stream. It lost a couple frames, 138, but that's pretty much nothing. I'm very happy with the way it's performing right now, because prior to even this morning, any stream that I did was just filled with, it was nothing but a slideshow. So Manson's cleaning up. Vasco, I don't know what happened to her board, but she's cleaning up as well. Currently at 50. Manson 12. Looks like Manson's going to get cleaned a little bit earlier than Vasco. Yet again, I believe Manson was in a longer dig though, I believe. Manson taking the safety burns here. Smart burns. Overshift with that J. It's going to create some complications. Manson trying to stay efficient here without sacrificing too much pay, or trying not to sacrifice too much pace. However, it's created further complications on this board, and that's just, you don't want that. Manson's going to bring this down one road at a time. Manson 68. Vasco 69. Hey now. Vasco, I thought was going to rock with a center well, but that is not the case. Decides to bring it back to the right side. Huh. Actually, that's a weird thing to say. Especially for Vasco. I wonder if creating a right well is just as awkward as someone who, someone who's used to making. I know I'm not going to say that sentence correctly, so I'm not even going to bother to say it. Vasco 111, Manson 91. If I have time, I'll probably try to force the sentence out, but is it as confusing for someone who prefers right wells to do a left? Nope, still not coming out. Oh well. Manson 104, Vasco 161. Both players are halfway to level 19 transition. Vasco reopens the well. And is still committing to this right well at the moment. Gets the Tetris. Vasco. Manson. Last time I checked on Manson, Manson was digging, and it looks like Manson is still digging. Manson's definitely still digging. Has the tuck set up, gets the tuck, gets the right pieces to resolve it. Now it looks like Manson's going to be committing to a left well here. Gonna take some burns. And reopens the well and Tetris from Manson. The next long bar will only be good for a triple, I believe. Manson long bar dependent, still trying to clean this up. Meanwhile, Vasco is back on the right, it's on the left well here. Excuse me. Touches for Vasco, 334. So with level 19 right around the corner for both of these players, both of them are going to try to get clean. However, these pieces are not making it easy for them to do so. Both players have holes in their boards, and with 19 around the corner, especially for Manson and even Vasco, like this is looking very dangerous. They might not be able to do much. Oh, two missed drops of the J and the Z for Manson right before level 19. And hangs a long bar, and that's going to be it for Manson. Manson's going to top out 196. So Vasco, you're good for game number 1 of set number 2. GG's. We got readies. Thanks to you. Did I curse you? Is that what happened? Oh, you were talking to Vasco. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players starting off semi-clean here. Manson just going to try to get to the bottom here. Vasco... Yeah, Vasco's board kind of spicy here. A little bit of hesitation for Vasco. Oh no, hangs the long bar, and that's going to be it for Vasco. Vasco's going to top out at 4,000. Manson, you're good for game number 2. GG's. I didn't fix the scores. It is a tight set. It happens. At least it's not Club Zero. And I can't believe my Club Zero will forever be on the internet. Wow. So, tied sets. We have in the second set, Vasco winning the first set 3-1. No, that's cool. Yeah, mullining is fun. We got it ready from both players. Tied set. And once again, what was once a best of 5 is now best of 3. Oop. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hey, how you doing? Glad you can make it. We're currently on the second set between Vasco and Manson. Vasco won set 1, 3-1. Manson had some difficulties early on, but is doing much better now. Manson is going to burn things away here. Try to get Tetris ready. Had an opportunity to resolve that long bar dependency, decides not to. Oh, hang of the long bar. Needs another 5 tap, gets it. And gets the Tetris. Clutch 5 tap from Manson. That would have been GG's had he not gotten that. Manson going to try to bring this board back to the right side. Meanwhile, Vasco currently at 112. Bit of a canyon, not canyon. Bit of a hole that Vasco needed to take care of in the middle of her board. But was able to resolve it pretty quickly. Was able to fill it in with a couple of J and L pieces, and is almost back to Tetris readiness. 139. Manson 120. So close game so far. T-dependent Vasco fills it in with the T. Once again, Vasco reopens the well and gets the Tetris. 166. And Vasco will get building. So both players are just about halfway to level 19 transition. Vasco currently at 235, Manson 196. Perfect L to reopen the well and to get clean. Manson 202, Vasco 240. Vasco fighting a little bit high up the board here. Reopens the well, touches for Vasco 266. Longboard dependent, fills it in. Then Manson was also jail dependent, but fills that in as well. I'm going to continue to skim Manson, get the board flat, and get a toucher's turn afterwards. 256. Manson. Vasco 335. I do have to say, Vasco has improved a lot since the last time I have commentated on one of her matches. In terms of Manson, unfortunately, I've not Actually, I have. Especially on the TNP show, I was able to see a couple of games that Manson did. Although his progress prior to that, I'm not too sure. I can only assume that Manson has improved as well. Vasco 430, nearing level 19 in 15 lines. Now 10 lines for actually both players. Vasco 453, Manson 359. Manson almost touches ready here. Manson on to level 19 first at 409. Vasco up high, only one line to level 19. Going into level 19 pretty high. Don't know what much can Vasco do, and it's not going to be much. Topping out at 484. So, Manson, you're in a chase down. Your target is 485. Your target is 485. Yeah, this board needs a lot of 5 taps to resolve. I would say just line out, but that's not really much of a you don't really have that flexibility this high up. Manson is getting this board down though. Manson with the 5 tap. Gets it, hangs the T. Going to continue to build. Gets a nice long bar. J or an L would be great. Plugs with a Z. No, Manson needed a Tetris. That's all he needed. Unfortunately, Manson tops out 469. And that's going to give the second game to Vasco. GG's. So close. Very good game. You're finally warmed up. You didn't top out the first 25 lines. I call that a dub. We got it right from both players. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I almost rolled that R when I said 3. I'm still debating whether I should join the next Silver League. There's a part of me that wants to do it, but I think I should wait. Because I want to get to level, I want to reach kill screen more consistently before I join back competitively, because I feel like if I can get the kill screen more frequently, my ability to be able to be promoted to gold is pretty much 100% guarantee. So that's my long-term goal. I don't see that happening for at least another couple months. I mean, I'm reaching 18 more frequently, but 18 or reaching level 29, that is easy. It's not as easy as what some people might think. Manson currently at 104, Vasco 121. Oh, I thought there was no place for that square for Vasco, but she was able to find a perfect spot for it. Vasco up kind of high in a dig. He's getting good pieces. Vasco 129, 5 taps. Oh, all the 5 taps of these. Oh no, Manson's going to be topping out 112. And that's going to give the match to Vasquez. Not Vasquez, Vasco. GG's. So once again, this was a 3-1 match. 936. Oh, this is a promotion game for Vasco. So only one division later for Vasco being relegated from silver to bronze. Now heading back to silver. Let's see. I'm excited to see what Vasco can do in silver, because Vasco looks completely different from even from a month ago. And for Manson, I know how you feel right now. It sucks when you know you can do so much better than we were able to put out today, but you'll get there. And I can't wait to verse you in silver. For real. It will happen. But yeah, that's it for me. Let me go report these matches, and we can, or maybe I can send you somewhere. I'll send you to Send you Cobra, why not?